Guys, welcome back into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Today's episode, here you go. The Genius Act is now law, the guiding and establishing national innovation for U.S. stablecoins, or the Genius Act, is now law. It's a bipartisan legislative proposal aimed at creating a clear regulatory framework for payment stablecoins in the United States. Finally, this is what we've been waiting for, guys. Excuse me. We have, let's see. I'm going to jump in today's notes right away. Signed into law, officially signed by President Trump yesterday, July 18th, 2025, after passing the House with a 308 to a 122 winning vote, let's say. And the Senate, 68 to 30 winning vote. It's now federal law. The first comprehensive U.S. stablecoin regulation requires full one-to-one reserve backing, monthly audits, strict AML or anti-money laundering and CFT rules, and mandates permissions only via licensed entities are able to use the stablecoins. Permitted payment stablecoin issuers. Pretty sure I heard... that was a really weird whistle. Pretty sure I heard Mr. Schumann up there the other day saying some stuff like, oh, geez, now the stablecoins, now you basically approved internet money. How dumb. How dumb. What a dumb thing to say. Wonder if some of these Democratic senators are up there and they're... I think they know what they're saying. I'm pretty sure they're aware enough and clued in enough. Not even knew their intelligence level. They're clued in enough with the intel where they know what's going on. They know that's not true. You know what I mean? Elizabeth Warren this whole time knew that that was not true about crypto and what she was saying. Had to get set straight by the gentleman from... forgot the name of the company. It doesn't matter. Enforced via dual federal state licensing. Rules to be set by Treasury, the OCC, Office of Controller of the Currency, Comptroller of the Currency, Fed, FinCEN, within 180 days. So implementation is estimated by late 2026 for this, guys. Yeah. Enforced via dual federal and state licensing. Rules to be set by Treasury, OCC, Fed, FinCEN, within 180 days. Relationship with the Clarity Act passed the House same week, 294 to 134 votes, winning votes. But the Clarity Act, market structure framework, that's the market structure framework that's defining SEC versus CFTC, Commodity Future Trading Commission, their roles and asset classes, how this whole thing works. It's kind of silly. The law is the law. Like, we don't want to be dependent on how somebody feels that day. That's what blockchain is for, is to stop this nonsense of human behavior getting in the way of our dealings, our proper dealings in the world, right? True. Yeah. Still, Senate awaits the Senate vote this fall for that one. Okay, Genius requires stablecoin issuers licensed and regulated. So all these stablecoin issuers have to be licensed and regulated, which we just mentioned, okay, by OCC, Fed, FinCEN, and Treasury Department. Clarity defines whether specific to... Okay, right, gotcha. Sorry, that was Genius. This is Clarity. They both require this regulation. So I misspoke, but I did misspeak, but they do apply to the same. I still was correct with that, so you know. Didn't give false info there. Genius requires stablecoin issuers licensed and regulated. Clarity defines whether specific tokens are securities or commodities. Moves staking platforms and exchanges closer to clear regulatory roles. Crypto and markets. Bitcoin trading at 118 today. I'm not pulling the charts up. I know XRP today is sitting at what, $3.40. We're holding some key support. Let's see. Let me get to my notes on my charts today. Let me get my charts up today. Yeah, holding key support levels as of this morning. We are holding in at $3.20, $3.35 support. Excuse me, support levels. I have the hiccups. Sorry. Yeah, we're in at $3.40 now, according to Coin Market Cap. Want to hold around 335. We want to get a close. We closed above all-time high yesterday. We want to close above all-time high today. That would be nice. We'd like to close the week, and we'd like to close the month on all-time high. The broader range is nice to be closing, holding closes like this, support levels. This range has acted as a demand base since last week's Genius Act momentum surge. If we hold this level with decent volume, which we've been on really nice volume, if you look at XRP's chart, we'll slip below short-term trend line support. So we're looking forward. What we don't want to see, of course, is price to break below $3.20 on strong volume for XRP. Never financial advice on the channel. We do not anticipate that. That doesn't make sense that would happen. The upside, of course, is we could see if we bust through resistance, $3.78, $3.85. Supposedly, the last all-time high was $3.84 according to Coin Market Cap. Corn Market Cap. It's so much easier to just say that instead of coin. It's a struggle to actually put that out there. Corn just flows. They're kind of corny, so I'm just going to call them Corn Market Cap. I'm not being negative. We know. Come on, you don't do that. Well, why are you doing that? Why are you leaving an all-time high price of $3.84 up there? At least correct it. I mean, Chase, it was not the all-time high. It's not what it was buying and selling for, which means it was not the all-time high. Why are you printing that on your site and leaving it up there? Corny Market Cap. I don't understand why. Sorry. Be nice, Frank. That's where XRP got rejected earlier this week, just before the market cooled off. Of course, a break above $3.85, guys. With strong confirmation, nice volume, definitely opens up the door to 420. 420, which would be the highest level XRP has touched since 2021. To climb higher from here, of course, we're going to need some nice volume candles, which we've been getting easily. Bitcoin dominance, of course, will cool off slightly in order for this to happen, which we've been seeing happen as well. And continued clarity from U.S. regulators, especially the Clarity Act, makes Senate progress this next week coming up here. We're going to see another kick in the market, people. Whoa. We are going to see a $5 XRP, according to me. What do I know? Not too much. I observe and process and extrapolate. Anyway, that is essentially what's happening with Genius. We got Genius. Okay, so what does this mean? Okay, so with all that out of the way, what does this mean now? Well, what it means is with a regulated, approved entity, such as what was discussed earlier, we now have the unbanked of the planet, which is a large portion of the planet that has cell phone in their hand. So with cell phone, they can, with the cell phone in their hand, they can very easily hop onto their app, do whatever they're doing, do their banking without having a bank. Standing in the bush in Africa, not a building around, just dirt roads. Pull out the phone, pay whomever you need to pay from your area there, your town, your village. And it's done. You do not need the infrastructure. You do not need the building down the street to either walk into or go through the drive-through or work through your phone with. You'll have the wallet. You'll work through, well, not necessarily, but if you have the bank, you will work through the app. Check out Citi. Go to Citibank. Go to citibank.com, type into the search digital wallets and see what's going on there. It shows you they already have the digital wallet going. They're saying use your credit card, go ahead and load onto this digital wallet on your Citibank app that you can use. They already have the digital wallet. They're already doing it. We covered an episode probably a month ago. They've already been doing all this stuff, guys. It's just not mainstream yet, and it's coming. Just the way we saw a few people with big clunky cell phones back in the day, those of us who were old enough, and then we saw, a smaller version of the cell phone, and we were like, wait, this stuff is doable? You can have one of these things? I remember thinking that. I remember thinking, wait, I can actually have one of these things? This crazy little cell phone? Yeah, whatever, back in the 90s. Yep. So isn't that interesting? It becomes far more prevalent. In fact, it becomes ubiquitous over time where it's just it's everywhere. We see it. It's what we do and use. Cryptocurrency is this. Never financial advice on the channel. Tap like and subscribe, please. And do not forget our interview with Caleb and Brown, Jim Bizzani, coming up August 18th at 5:30 p.m. Colorado time, Mountain Time. That's going to be great. That's our first interview, and it's a live. But anyway, guys, never financial advice on the channel. You better all, if you'd like to jump on board with crypto, get going quickly. People have asked me so many times, either Frank or Tank, whatever context, whoever I'm talking to, what the heck do I buy? I don't know. I can't tell you what to buy. I can tell you what I buy. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here for informational, educational, entertainment purposes only. Here are the coins I like, if you guys are asking. Hi to our viewers in here this morning. How's everybody doing? What coins do I like? All right. Get this thing out of the way. I will tell you what coins I like. Myota's iota. I have more. They're all going to do well. All of those are going back to their all-time highs. If they don't, I'll buy a hat that's edible, a good hat, and I'll buy a hat, and I literally will eat my hat on the show. If all of those do not go back to their all-time high and then some this next bull run, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an observer. It's common sense. If you've been watching this every single day for hours a day, every day, the way we have, and I know a lot of you have, for the past, I don't know, 5, 6 years. Some have been doing it a lot longer. Some of you here into this space in 2016, 2017, came in, rocked it in that bull market. God bless you. A lot of younger folks became multimillionaires. Some of the folks I listen to on the channel, very wealthy from crypto in their teens and early 20s back in the 2017 bull run there. So yeah, those of you who've been in the game for a while, you know what's going on. These are all going back to all-time high and then some. Go ahead and pull up Corny Market Cap and see, or CoinGecko or whatever, and see what's going on with these prices. Gracious me, coming up here. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Guys. These are it. Everybody asks me. Now, there are more. You got gaming coins. You got Gala. You've got meme coins like you got Shiba, whatever. You got Doge. You got Pepe. Not a meme. Well, no, I don't think. I think Sui's pretty legit as far as tech stacks. These are just kind of memey. Has some operability to it. This does too, actually. Shiba has operability to it. Shiba Inu. There are many more. There's also for payment coins. You've got. AMP runs on the Flexa network. That's another That's another payment token. It's a collateralizing token, allowing you to walk out the door, to go ahead and walk out with a coffee, pay with Bitcoin. Takes those minutes to settle. AMP takes care of it for you, lets you walk out the door, and says, "I got your back. Don't worry." And also, the AMP token is insurance on if something doesn't settle or whatever, and it doesn't happen with that Bitcoin you paid for. AMP covers the transaction. Anyway, AMP is a biggie for so many reasons. And people laugh at that because it was around a while ago and they're still going. So I'm saying going back to all-time high. I could be wrong. Some of these I could be wrong. On these, if I'm wrong, I literally would do the hat thing on the reds. These I could be wrong. I don't think I am on Gala. You also have Jasmine. There's another one, kind of like Japan's Bitcoin kind of thing. There's a bunch, but anyway. People ask me all the time, which do you like, Frank? That's what I like. And then some. There are more. Orchid is interesting, which is kind of like a VPN for the blockchain space. Check out Orchid. There are a lot of interesting ones. Don't breathe into the microphone like that. People are going to jump off the channel, somebody said. The comments. Gotta watch everything you do. You don't like it, get off the channel. That's how we do. I hope you guys don't get off the channel because I love you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. I hope you love it wherever you are, and we'll be back here tomorrow morning. Genius, clarity happening. Well, this is big stuff. Let's see what happens this next week with the Senate. And see, is the Senate or House? Is it House or Senate? Pretty sure it is the Senate. Let's see what happens this next week. And God bless you all. Have a great Saturday and a great rest of your